Man is something to be surpassed. Man is a rope stretched between an animal and the Ubermensch. What is great in man is that he is a bridge and not the goal. Thus spake Zarathustra, 1883, Friedrich Nietzsche, on his concept of shedding the burdens of society and becoming the Superman. Friedrich Nietzsche was a 19th century German philosopher, born October 15, 1844, in the small town of Rocken, Germany. He would go on to study under Friedrich Wilhelm Reichel at the University of Leipzig in Germany. Reichel would help him get his doctorates, teaching certificate, and eventually a professor position at the University of Basel in Switzerland at the age of 24. Later in life, Nietzsche would write about philosophical ideas, one of which being the Ubermensch, or Superman. However, his concepts of the Superman were someone who was mentally strong, who had shed the burdens of religion into society and gone on to become the best, most creative version of themselves. This transformation from start to finish has 4 characters. 1 is the dragon, 2 is the camel, 3 is the lion, and 4 is the child. The dragon is a representation of a mythical beast that we can't see. He controls society through fear and is covered in scales. And each scale says, thou shalt and thou shalt not. It's the things that control society that we can't see. You see, we each start off this journey as the camel, a member of the herd, a beast of burden. And we take these thou shalts and thou shalt nots that other people give us and put them on our back. Now, there's 2 ways that this can go for the camel. 1 is that he takes the thou shalts and thou shalt nots to his grave. Or 2 is that he begins to question the dragon. About this questioning of the dragon, Nietzsche would say famously, God is dead. God remains dead. And we have killed him. How shall we comfort ourselves, the murderers of murderers? The Gay Science, 1882, Friedrich Nietzsche. This concept of God is dead is merely an acknowledgement that all facets of society, including religion and most political things, are man-made. Now, the questioning of the thou shalts and thou shalt nots is what leads the camel to become the lion. To become the lion, the camel must tell the dragon no. By telling the dragon no to thou shalt and thou shalt not, he becomes the lion. He finds his voice. He finds his roar. Now, when you become the lion, you have to battle with the dragon. You're telling society and religion and even your family no to all the things that they are giving you. Through these no's, you are actually shedding the thou shouts and thou shalt nots from your life. Now, the shedding of the thou shalt and thou shalt nots is actually the shedding of the things that define your life. Now, the lack of definition in the lion's life is what brings him to this fork in the road that Nietzsche says all lions come to. Now, this fork is nihilism. Nihilism is relentless negativity through the lack of belief or value systems. Now, there's 2 ways that this can go for the lion. 1 is passive nihilism, and the other is active nihilism. Passive nihilism is accepting the negativity and depression and doing nothing about it, to wallow in it. To actively be nihilistic, though, is to redefine your life. This redefinition of the life is what transforms the lion from the lion into the child. Nietzsche would say, but tell me, my brethren, what can the child do that the lion could not do? Why hath the lion still to become a child? Well, the child is innocence and forgetfulness, a new beginning a game, a self-propelled wheel, a holy yes. This yes is what turns the lion into the child. It's the redefinition of your values, but as prescribed by you and not some unknowing, unseen force. Once you become the child, you become the most creative version of yourself because you define your own life's value system. You become an overflowing cup of ideas that you create that the camels around you drink from. Now, this has benefits for society in twofold. One is that the path. To understand the path is to understand life and the obstacles in front of you. If you understand the Ubermensch, you understand the path and therefore can get out of your own way. The second is the Ubermensch itself, the goal. To set out to become the most creative version of yourself and give back to society through your own ideas and lead the zeitgeist or flavor or spirit of the age is the ultimate goal of life, Nietzsche would say. As it pertains to this journey from start to finish, Nietzsche would say, if you could make your soul tremble with happiness, and it took all of eternity for this one event to occur, then in that one moment, all of eternity was good. Friedrich Nietzsche, The Will to Power.